Hi there and welcome. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting and rewarding aspects of leadership, building your team. You've probably heard the saying, there they go, I must go after them because I am their leader. It's a funny reminder that leadership isn't about following the crowd, it's about stepping up, guiding others, and making an impact. So let me ask you, who are you leading? Who's on your team right now? And who do you dream of having on your team? At Kissimmee First Church, volunteers are the heartbeat of our ministry. They're the ones who help us fulfill our mission and bring our vision to life. Today, we're going to explore how to identify, equip, and encourage volunteers while creating a culture of responsibility and accountability. So let's get started. One of the biggest challenges to volunteer involvement is effective communication. Without clear communication, even the best intentions can lead to confusion or frustration. As leaders, it's our job to ensure that communication flows smoothly at every level. Group leaders should maintain regular contact with their ministry supervisors to ensure that everyone is aligned and on the same page. When communication is clear, people feel valued and the ministry thrives. So, step one is open those communication channels and keep them flowing. Now, let's talk about the volunteer process. Building a team doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, I like to think of it as a simple formula of identify, enlist, train, commission, and encourage. It all starts with identifying who you need on your team and why. What's your vision? Where are you headed? For example, if you're expanding the children's ministry, do you need one teacher and a helper, or are you launching multiple classes with a department leader? Be specific. A person who loves working with toddlers may not be the best fit to lead an entire children's department. You'll need to write a clear job description and keep your eyes open for that right person. And trust me, there is nothing more satisfying than finding the perfect match for a role. Once you've identified the right person, it's time to invite them to join your team. And here's a tip: be optimistic and show them the rewards of serving. Instead of saying, hey, we're desperate for a teacher for a rowdy bunch of junior high boys, try painting a picture of the impact they'll make and the joy that they'll experience. Be honest about the expectations and provide all the details they need and make sure they feel supported. The more informed they are, the more confident they'll be about saying yes. As you consider potential volunteers, ask yourself some questions. Are they qualified? Do they have the capacity to serve? Have they completed the necessary clearances? And most importantly, do they align with the mission and the beliefs of the church? Training is the next step, and it's a non negotiable. We can't just fill roles with warm bodies. Volunteers need the tools and the knowledge to succeed. Remember the old formula: I do, you watch; I do, you help; you do, I help; and then finally, you do, and I watch. It's a great starting point, but don't stop there. Expose your team to quality ongoing training that equips them to thrive. Training builds confidence, and confident volunteers are effective volunteers. Once your volunteers are trained, it's time to commission them. This is that moment where you affirm and empower them. Commissioning isn't just about assigning tasks, it's about giving them a sense of purpose and belonging. Whether it's a formal prayer during a service or a personal moment of encouragement, commissioning is a powerful way to celebrate their readiness and their dedication. It's a reminder that they're not just serving the church, they're serving Christ and they're advancing His kingdom. Finally, let's talk about encouragement. Volunteers need to know that they're appreciated. A simple thank you can go a long way, but don't stop there. Keep an eye out for signs of burnout and make sure your team members are thriving. If someone appears to be overwhelmed, consider reassigning them to a role that's better and aligns with their strengths. And always provide the resources they need to succeed. When volunteers feel supported, they'll serve with joy and purpose. Responsibility and accountability are also a key. Clear roles and expectations are essential for both volunteers and their leaders. That way, everyone knows who they report to and what's expected of them. Accountability isn't about micromanaging, it's about creating a culture of trust and excellence. When everyone takes ownership of their own role, the entire ministry flourishes. Hey, leaders, you have an incredible privilege. You're not just managing a team, you're building a community. So, by addressing the challenges, following a structured process, and fostering a culture of encouragement and accountability, you're making a lasting impact. So, let's go out there and lead with love, clarity, and purpose. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for your dedication to Kissimmee First Church and to the mission we share.